Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's see if he picks up. Buddy, you know, Jeff has a time schedule too, hey?
What, you said 11:30 in the podcast?
11 o'clock.
Oh, fuck, guys. I'm literally, I thought it was 11:30.
Yeah, that's where, like, you're down the street.
Yeah, exactly. I was going to get coffee server. I'm literally pulling up to Tim Hortons right now.
You're pulling up. Okay, just here. Why don't you call me back as soon as you're done grabbing Tim Hortons then?
Oh, fuck, man.
Are you ordering right now?
This fucking guy is like almost smashed into me. Okay, sorry. Yeah, I'm getting it right now. I'm so sorry. I actually thought it was 11:30 today. I'm sorry. I feel horrible.
Buddy, and even Jeff's got the new microphone. Buddy, you got to hear it. You got to listen. You're missing out right now.
Okay, no, guys, I'm so sorry. Guys, literally, I thought 11:30 was the time. Okay, I'll be there in 2 minutes.
Okay, have you ordered coffee yet?
What's that?
Have you ordered already?
Yeah, I'm ordering right now as we speak.
What did you get me?
A medium coffee.
Amazing.
Well, I'm about to order it.
Oh, so you haven't ordered. So you lied to me.
What?
You lied to us right to our faces.
A large black coffee, a medium black coffee, and a large double.
Double, large and medium black.
Yeah. And can I get a 20 assorted Timbits?
That's everything?
That's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
By the way. How mad is Jeff on a scale of 1 to 10?
Buddy, he's so fucking choked. It's not even funny. He's got a 12 o'clock. Hey, buddy, he's got a 12 o'clock. He doesn't want to say the name of the band, but it's some big time band here. He can't be late, Mitch. No, for real. Like, he's just like, I don't want to say anything, but because it's not even in this studio. He's got to go to the other recording things down the way.
Like,
But, because you're a fucking idiot. That's why.
What?
Because you're a fucking idiot.
Oh my god, I feel so bad. Okay, well, you know what? Then fuck it. We're gonna go. We'll take the hockey off, and we'll just do a quick one. We'll do really fast. We'll be back.
You really fucked up the podcast, Mitch. You really. This is how we're starting the new year.
I swear something. I thought I'm like, 11:30, no problem.
Yeah, I figured something.
What? Hello?
Yeah, that was Jeff.
What?
No, he goes, maybe you should get a shot of espresso as well.
Oh, fucking really sorry. Like, guys, you know, I don't fucking. I'm always the early one.
Hey, I was ready to get a search party out for you.
Oh, fuck, man. I thought to myself 11:30. That's why in my head, like, what's going so rude?
Amazing.
I had everything scheduled for 11:30 in my head, man. I came up here. I was like, I'll do 2 hours of work, put this agenda together, blah, blah. I literally walked out. I backed out my car. I saw you called. Katarina called me to annoy me, and then...
you called Katarina called to annoy me.
I'm like literally 2 seconds away from the place. That's the funniest part.
I know. That's why I'm like, something's up. I go, this can't be right. I go, Mitch isn't normally late.
Oh, I feel like shit.
Did you get the coffees yet?
Yeah, I'm literally pulling in the pay right now. Get me ready. I'm coming in hot, baby. You started this time. I'll do that.
That's right. I will start it, Mitch. Shame on you. Shame on you. You owe an apology to the roster. You put me on blast the other week, Mitch Honjas. Yes, you did. Because you wanted to start the podcast without me. Because I was coming late. Because I had to work. But you, my friend, are down the street. You have no excuse. Oh, I thought it was 11:30. I'm going to let the music when it winds down, Mitch. But if you could just tell everyone exactly where you are right now, that would be fantastic.
Matt, Tim Hortons picking up coffee for you is where I'm at. That's exactly where I'm at.
That is brutal. Well, I'll tell you what. This is make or break for you, Mitch, because they're gonna get me for who knows. I don't even know how long it's gonna take for you to get here. But what if we drop you? What if someone out there is listening? ESPN, somebody, and they're like, you know what? Who's this Mitch guy coming in late? We want just Dimitri. What if that happens?
That was, you know what? First off, good luck on them getting you, because the amount of money you'd be requesting, they could never afford you. Really, at the end of the day, they just don't have that kind of budget to take care of you.
Did you get the coffees yet?
What's that?
Did you get the coffees yet?
Yeah, I'm on. Literally, I just cut somebody off on 30 seconds.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's really good. So yeah, I mean, do you want to say something to the roster? Do you want to apologize?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I'm bored. Sorry, I just had to hang up on Mitch there. Sorry, Jeff, it was too much. It was absolutely, utterly too much, guys. We said there's even an email string that goes back and forth coordinating with Jeff. Actually, we weren't even going to do a show this week.
No, and then we actually did coordinate it, and I've got those messages as well.
Yeah, you got them. I got them. Mitch certainly got them. And today, because Mitch rotates between different branches, he's literally down the street. It's absolutely crazy.
No excuses.
Unbelievable. He owes us something. At least he's coming for coffee. So I get a great satisfaction anytime I can stick it to Mitch, because the other week, not last week, it was the week before, Mitch and hey, it was my rule. I'll take it on the chin. And it actually worked out. I wasn't that far behind. But Jeff, what are we at? We're
It's number 63, episode 63 now.
Episode 63.
Yep.
Huge.
It's a big one.
It's unbelievable.
The New Year's episode.
This is the actual, because we're not doing it next week. There's no way.
No.
We would never we would never do that to you, Jeff. We wouldn't do it to ourselves. I mean, it takes too much time to recover.
I'm up to a couple days now. I feel good now, but I got to tell you, I had a fun Christmas. I had the family alternative Christmas.
Oh, explain. What do you mean?
Well, my ex-wife and all of the ex-in-laws like to spend Christmas together, and they got big plans. So, I dropped off some presents and spent some time with the kids on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day, we had some fun. Myself and my girlfriend, and got into a bottle of Patron and many beers and some vino, and cooked up a big bird. And
good for you.
It was fun. So, but I'm better now.
Be ready. So, how many days were you closed in the studio?
Pardon me?
How many days did you guys close down?
I took 5 days off. This is my first day back.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Very
So it was a nice little break.
Yeah, it is. Because you're pumping hard all week, right?
Yeah.
When you're not, do you take any of those other days off?
I try to, but it just depends on when people want to work.
Jeff, there's someone in the studio.
Mitch
Is that
in
the who is that? Is that the landlord? Is that a new coat? Is that a new coat, Mitch? Unbelievable.
My question is, where the hell is the sweater?
Look how he is
Sweaterless today.
First of all, is that how you dress to work? Are those jeans? Don't you work at a bank?
Yeah.
Can you bring a sour cream glazed on your way in? Maybe bring a couple just in case. You might as well. Ladies and gentlemen, finally the Mitch has come into the locker room. Unbelievable. Oh, hi, Mitch. How you doing?
Hey, buddy.
Sorry to inconvenience you.
that's,
Merry Christmas.
What's happening? Thank you, Jeff. Look, what a gentleman. I feel horrible. Look, I'll even start it up.
I would.
Up. This is how fast I gear up here.
I'm gonna get in on one of these donuts. Holy smokes, Mitch!
I got confused. I thought the time was 11:30. I thought it was and I was down the street. That's the funniest part.
I know.
If I was stuck in
There's
traffic,
no excuse.
or whatever, I would say something. But how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm
Are you
great.
okay?
Merry Christmas to everyone. How was it? Did you have a good time?
We just talked about it. Jeff
Yeah.
had 5 days off. Spent it with both sides of the family there. Visited the kids on the Christmas Eve.
Beautiful.
Christmas Day, the guy crushes a bottle of Patron,
Nice.
some high-class wine,
nice.
and cooked the
I had
bird.
help. I had help.
He had help, right?
That is impressive, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I feel horrible. I feel like, Jeff, you have a
This was
business to run here.
this was
I'm
my
a piece
chance.
of crap. I'm so
This was my chance. I'm kind of hoping you were 20 minutes late.
You know what?
This was
I'm an on-time guy. I'm the on-time guy.
No, not only you're the on-time guy, but
Yeah.
you're the itinerary guy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I feel comfortable that I could have winged the show.
You could have.
And I kind of know what we're talking about today.
Yeah, fair enough.
But I don't know the details. You're the
course.
detail guy.
I'm the detail guy.
Right now, I finally got the itinerary.
Here we go. Now listen.
Jeff had to remind me it's episode 63. I
Thank
didn't
you.
even know. I
Yeah.
thought it was episode 49.
No, it's 63.
Wow.
It's 63. This is the post-Christmas, pre-New Year podcast.
We weren't even going to do a show this
No.
week. You convinced Jeff to do a show.
Right.
Coordinate with the guy. It's his first day
No,
back.
you
from the
coordinated.
Well, yeah. No, but you coordinated. Yes, I spoke with Jeff after. But you
Correct.
coordinated to have the podcast
Right.
done. Only to have you show up late when you're working at the branch that's literally
Right down the
3.5
street.
minutes away.
Not even.
if you're driving backwards.
It's exactly. If you're driving backwards.
It's 3.5 minutes
Yeah, exactly.
backwards.
But,
Crazy. Mitch.
listen, I'm here now.
You're right.
Let's forget that.
Let's
cue my music. No, I'm back, baby. How was Christmas? What'd you get? I got to hear. I think I speak for the entire roster.
Yeah.
When I ask, what did your sister get you for Christmas?
Well, first and foremost, thank God that Secret Santa, my sister, did not
she did not have you.
draw my name.
Oh.
Thank God, because I'll tell you what, I would have been $10 broke,
Right.
broker. I don't know how to say it. And I probably would have got a DVD of the Desperate Housewives.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing.
But you're happy with whatever you got.
She's a terrible gift giver.
Yeah,
It's
you
not
could tell who she gave a gift to. Is that what you're kind of telling me?
100%. Like, if someone picks up, it's like, but you want to know what's funny?
What's that?
I got her as a gift for Secret Santa. And yeah, I got her a swell water bottle. That's an expensive water
You
bottle.
got your sister a water bottle.
Yeah, well, she's trying to get active and working out. So I said, why not have the best of the best?
Oh, okay. I didn't realize there was the best of a best water bottle, but sure.
Have you never heard of these things?
No,
You have no idea what they are?
No.
Jeff, have you heard of the swell water bottle?
Oh, it's called the Swell.
Yeah,
I thought you were like, it's a swell water bottle.
That's awesome. That's really, really
Who
great.
hasn't?
Yeah, I guess.
It's swell.
It's swell.
I
It's so
thought
good.
no, I wouldn't use that. Oh, it's a swell water bottle, Mitch. It's quite the concoction.
Can I tell you what I got? I got the best gift
What
of
did you
all
get?
time. The wife came through, got me a
blowjob.
little. Oh, no, let's not get carried
Well,
away
let's
here.
not say
Let's
best gift then.
No, okay, fair enough, fair enough. But the wife came back and gave me one of those massage chair things.
Yeah.
Like where you put it on a chair and you turn it on and massage your back.
Okay.
So that was good. But the gift that really won it over
Oh, no.
was my mother-in-law came out of nowhere knowing that I am desperate.
Yeah.
And like somebody just desperately trying to find drugs or something. She got me Game of Thrones season
way.
7. I have been calling everybody trying to figure out how to stream it. Do this, do that.
She pulls through.
You make me feel so good.
Diane came through and powered it up for me, and I have been going crazy since.
That is unbelievable. So
Yeah,
how
that's
many
right.
episodes in are you?
I'm only 2 in, only because I
think this one's 8, if I remember correctly.
That's
Is it 7 or 8?
No, there's only 7.
There's only 7.
So I'm
on
taking
this
my
one.
time with them. You know what I mean?
How
I'm
can
taking my
you?
time.
How can you?
I'm
So what's happened so far?
Here's a quick one, and then we got to get, because I'm behind, and
Yeah.
we got to get back onto it. But I got to
There's
bring
always
this up.
time for Game of
Yesterday,
Thrones.
this is what bothers me. Yesterday we were talking,
Yeah.
and I said, "Hey, blah blah." I could have swore I said 11:30. Maybe you didn't hear me. I don't know. I'm not putting it on you. This is my fault.
Are we going back
No,
there?
no. But
Are
I'm
we
just
gonna
saying.
relax?
I just say my thing. But yesterday we were talking. I'm like, and I told you yesterday that I got season 7. I'm all excited, and then you somehow broke the news to me. That what are they
The
called?
Unsullied.
The Dothraki army, right?
Not the Dothraki
Not
army.
the Dothraki.
The Unsullied
The
army.
Unsullied army
Yeah, 'cause
is the whole army has their penises cut off.
No, they're sans dick.
They're sans penai.
Yeah.
And I was distraught.
Yeah,
like
because-
last week on the podcast, I'm like, what is wrong with the medieval times where they're cutting off each other's penises?
Yeah.
And now there's a whole army that I didn't know because there was a love scene. And the head of that army
How does
is
that
about
work?
to have some intercourse, have some action with the interpreter lady that's what I dubbed her, the interpreter lady.
interpreter, yeah.
And then when she undid his pants, he was all nervous, and I'm thinking it's because it's the first time he's had sex.
Yeah, he's not.
You told me that's not why. It's
He's not
because he
like
doesn't
Peterman.
have anything.
Peterman would have
Right.
been smiling,
Right.
Because
Peterman's got
that's
a-
how he
a
keeps his
huge-
job.
yeah, exactly.
This guy, you're thinking, okay, maybe there's not much in the tank. No, Mitch.
So
he's
what
got
does he
nothing.
do to like?
I don't know. Like, you can't scissor with her.
Well, you can. I
Yeah,
think
but
that's
it's
the
a
only thing you can
one-sided
do.
ordeal. This whole thing's a one-sided ordeal.
This show
What?
has got me sideways, Jeff.
who-
Sideways.
Who's more messed up?
Yeah.
Him for being like, well, I really got nothing to offer, or her knowing that they like. Does that make her selfish?
That's a great question.
Does that make
one
her
that Paul
selfish?
DeMacchus should put up? Who's the selfish one in this?
Paul
relationship?
DeMacchus, we need you to put up
we need you
Game
to
of Thrones
pull this
edition.
up.
The F
I'm
word's-
gonna go with
The F word's
it's
Gio,
obviously
no?
she's selfish. Yeah,
I think she's
100%,
selfish.
yeah.
It's like, but he can't do nothing.
You know
what these Unsullied are because they're crazy warriors, right?
Yeah.
They destroy anyone. They're part of Daenerys' army.
Right.
These guys are mad, but they're basically Spartans with no dick.
How much cooler does it look to be a Spartan now?
I would much
You were
rather.
a master of all
And
like
you get to keep your
warriorship.
junk.
And you got to keep your junk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know what? The Unsullied, they should have taken a page out of the Spartans.
Right.
Because at least if they weren't fit, they just throw them off a cliff, end it right away, call it a day, move on, do the whole breeding thing, master warrior class. I mean, imagine if you're a terrible warrior and you got your dick cut off.
That's not a good.
I mean, you're serving for like a year in, and then
Right.
they're like,
yeah, we're gonna have to let you go.
Daboosh, yeah, we're gonna have to let you go.
Yeah,
This is-
you can always spot those guys. They're the ones with the really long swords.
Just another thing to show how the Greeks got it right.
and in
Back in the
Calgary, they have really, really big trucks.
day. Yeah, exactly, exactly.
No, yours is respectable, Jeff. We're talking the older size ones. You know, where the guy's got like a 5 foot.
You got a beautiful truck, Jeff.
Yeah, the guy's got a 5 foot lift.
I know, but I don't have to work to climb into it. It's
Exactly.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, and then a
That's what
guy's
we're
like
saying.
4'9", like basically Mitch's height, walks out of the thing, right? And he's like, "Oh, check out my truck. It's a Ford Raptor." Yeah.
Exactly.
So yesterday I was on Stony Plain, and this guy passes me in a BMW X5, and the exhaust sounds pretty good. So I hammer on the old Dodge 1500 Hemi. He couldn't pass me.
Nothing, eh?
Yeah, he spent a lot more money than I did on that.
So there you go. Enjoy, gentlemen.
Wow.
You heard it here first. Jeff is taking down the roads everywhere. If you're revving engines, Jeff's right next to you. He'll take you
With
down.
my completely
Looking for adventure.
stock rev
Turning up
pickup.
the highway. Alchemy Studios.
What do we got on the show itinerary today?
We got an amazing show today.
What do we got?
Because we got to talk about, speaking of, I don't know.
Hurry up, man.
I don't know. I don't know how this relates to what we were talking, so I don't know. Speaking of, but don't tell me to hurry up. Time out and say, you can't completely tell me to hurry up.
Just hurry.
Okay, fine. We're going to talk about Jon Jones in the UFC.
I'm sorry. Jeff has to be somewhere. I feel horrible as it is. You know, what do you want me to talk? Yeah, we're going to talk MMA.
We're gonna
we
talk-
got tons of NFL.
Tons of NFL. we're
Lots of
gonna talk
NFL.
about.
And then we're going to do a little NBA. I just want to quickly touch a little NBA, like a sprinkle if we can.
As late as you are, there's a very nice job on this.
Thank you so
itinerary.
very much.
I do want to.
Yes,
I do
yes,
want to
thank
follow
you.
it up with a
Yeah.
positive.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And you and your hair today, fantastic.
Stop
Sometimes
it.
I wonder
Stop
why we're
it.
not visually,
You know,
showing
we're very
the-
aesthetically
we're
pleasing
very-
to the eye.
Today, on fire.
Wow.
On-
Wow. We're gonna do MAGA versus MALAKA.
We have to because New Year's is around the corner. We got to help you guys out,
there you go.
especially the people in our community.
I love it.
You'll see what we mean when we get there. So let's get started. Because
That's
I'm
awesome.
late, we'll get started right now.
Let's go right into it because we are late. And okay, so first thing that we want to tell. Whoa.
Oh, you
Stop
almost-
it.
You almost fell for
Stop it. You almost got me. You're throwing me off balance because the timing's messed up. But
right.
you know what? We can't do anything on this show, Mitch. You know it. I know it. And Jeff knows it because Jeff, cue the music. We got to give to you the Macromind Media metrics of the week. Macromind Media. Macromindmedia.com is the genius behind RealLockerRoomTalk.com. They're also the genius behind their new venture, @Headversity, where you can hashtag Ask Dr. RT anything you want on topics of mental health, workplace, personal life, everything. Guys, I implore you to please check it out, @Headversity. Something great that they're doing. Macromindmedia.com. Thank you very much. Happy to do it. The last one of the year for 2018.
Yes.
Look, they get to do the metrics, Mitch, because they're metrics specialists.
Right.
Whether you want a website, whether you want social media SEO, whatever you want in your portfolio, these guys are the marquee leader doing great things for the locker room. And if you don't believe me, I'm going to throw out a number for you right now. If I were to give you this number, 1112.
1112. Okay.
1,112 is the amount of people that are on the Real Locker Room Talk discussion board community.
What?
That is huge.
That
Can you
is
believe
huge.
that? So in one
That
year,
all in like the last week or so?
it must have been. But you know, we got major players. You know, we can't thank, of course, Paul Demakis enough.
Yes.
Tasso, Jay, Tori, all these guys that are in here just posting and keeping it fun and keeping it fresh. Thank you very much. But again, it's a whole initiative. In 1 year, over 1,000 members in the discussion board. Thank you very much, roster. Thank you, Macromind Media. Thank you. But that's not all where we get.
No, I
metrics.
think that's enough.
No, it's not.
I
No,
think it
no.
is.
You may think it's enough, but it's not, Mitch. Because in 2018,
Yeah.
we got another player in the game that has been taking us global.
Do I know about this?
You definitely know about it. I don't know if you know. Look, it's Agape Greek Radio.
Right.
AGAPE GreekRadio.com.
Right.
Where you can stream Real Locker Room Talk Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yeah.
Anywhere in the world. At any time.
Right.
Well, not really. It's just Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Okay.
But you can do it anywhere in the world.
I like it.
Now you think, thanks, Agape Greek Radio.
That's it.
No, Mitch.
That's all.
The thanks is not to Agape Greek
not to
Radio.
Agape Greek Radio.
It's partly to the Vixen and Jackal.
Oh, yes, of
You
course.
know,
Yeah.
but the real genius
The real guy.
is Stan the Man. I do it every week.
You know what?
I have to. I have no choice. This guy.
Today I'm not going to fight you on it. Today I'm not going to fight you on it.
This guy
Yeah.
has put Real Locker Room Talk on the Greek map.
He sure has.
Boom.
He sure has.
How you doing? Stan, thank you very much.
Stan, once again, we don't know who you are, but thank you so much.
We're buddies. It's not my
The
fault.
best. One quick thing. January 26, 2019.
What's happening that
The
day?
Hellenic Greek community is throwing their 11th annual Greek poker tournament. Jeff, you got to come. It's fun. It's exciting. There's tons of booze. There's cards to be thrown. There's lots of great food. Great service. And honestly, we go each year. We've gone for the last 5 years as individuals, not as Real Locker Room Talk.
Just as individuals.
Just as guys, and we have the greatest time.
It really. So, Mitch, first and foremost, how much is the initial buy-in this year? Because I remember it was around $250.
Same thing as last year.
Okay,
Exactly,
so
yeah.
$250. What does that get you?
Gets you a prime rib dinner, gets you all you can drink all night long, ladies and gentlemen, and then there's a midnight buffet, and then the prizes that can be won. So if you come in the top 10, the prizes that to be won are still kind of being determined again. However, in the last few years, it's been a gold bar.
I won a 50. I remember when I came second place, I won a $1,500 travel voucher.
That's correct.
Which in turn I ended up using to go to Greece this past summer.
70-inch TV, I believe, last year. Electronics of all kind. Like I said, the top 10 prizes is given out to the final table, let's say. And then there's door prizes and other 50-50 draws and all that. So it's a fun, entertaining night. Money goes to the community and, of course, a charity. I don't have the charity written down right now. I'll get it for you next week. But I highly, highly recommend. I'll put the link out on Facebook, and I'm going to put it out on the website as well, where you just log in, click, boom, you get your seat, and here we go.
You know what? And I got to pump it too because it is a fantastic time. First thing that you're going to say, okay, is it the annual Greek poker tournament? Is it just filled with Greeks? No, it is not.
Not at all.
The turnout has been fantastic. Been getting anywhere from 70, 80, even 90 players each year.
Last year we sold out. It was over 100.
Last year was over 100. There you go. So, I mean, look, you're getting $250. There is a chance to buy in and do the top up by 9 p.m. But here, like Mitch said, you're going to get unlimited amount of drinks, truthfully unlimited amount of drinks. You get the prime rib dinner. It is tax deductible as well. Okay, so you can definitely claim this in your taxes if I'm not mistaken.
That's true.
Mitch.
Yeah, you can. Yeah.
So. And it's going to a good cause. This year, of course, very special. One of the roster members, one of our very own, Vic Alafantis, who was really one of the spearheads, or was the spearhead with the poker tournament with yourself and some other members. So, again, really, really good cause, really fun time. Locker, check it out. If you haven't done it, don't be stupid. Get on it.
Absolutely. Great time. So let's get started. Here.
Let's do it.
You know what? I was going to say let's skip over, but let's quickly talk about it because it's just
touch
started
and go.
yesterday. Touch and go.
Touch and go.
Touch it and go.
That's it.
Touch and go.
Touch it and go. That's it.
World Juniors started yesterday. Canada.
Did they give them the
It's
cup
in
yet?
Vancouver. Yeah, they might as well. Yesterday it starts. It's in Vancouver this year. I'm always a big fan when it is on our home soil just because it just feels like it's closer.
Can you talk just for the next 30 seconds? I'm going to take this last tidbit.
And yesterday Team Canada decided, you know what? Let's get out there, boys. Let's hustle. Let's see what we can do. Playing Denmark, perennial superstars of the hockey world.
A colossal.
And final score: Canada 14, Denmark 0.
Oh,
so. The World Juniors starts with a bang. The rest of the games were all very close, 2-1 games, believe it or not. All the other games ended up in a 2-1 score. This one ended 14-0. My quick question to you, Dimitri, are the World Juniors losing a little bit of their luster, or are you excited each and every year that this starts?
On a touch and go basis?
Touch and go basis.
I think it has peaks and valleys. Some years you get a really good talent pool and players that are coming into the draft. This year I'm just not as excited into it.
Yeah.
Not to say it's not a good tournament. I'm just not as excited. So I think it's, yes, losing its flavor, but I don't think that they should have anything to worry about. Again, it's a peak valley thing for me.
I'm with you as well. I'm exactly the same way. This year, not as excited because I really don't recognize a lot of players. Two guys that kind of jumped on the horizon for me to watch a little bit are from the USA, Jack Hughes. He's supposed to go number 1 overall this year.
Unbelievable player.
And then this guy from Finland. He's got the best name. I kid you not. Capo Kakko. That is his name. Ladies and gentlemen, this guy is my pick for Rookie of the Year next year.
The 5-star.
The 5-star. Pick Rookie of the Year. No, he's got the best name. Both these guys, that's the only reason I'm going to watch because they're really pubbing this Jack Hughes kid. I kind of want to see. Outside of that, I got to be honest. Sorry, Team Canada. I don't really know all the guys. I'm not totally on top of it, but it is exciting and I do love it. that the crowd is packed.
Yes.
Like last night, it was jammed for Denmark, Canada. I mean, 14 times you got to stand up and clap for Team Canada.
Just thinking Calgary, we could have had that with the actual Olympic team.
Oh, right. But no, we don't want that.
no.
No. Because it didn't look fun, or it didn't look like they were making money.
It actually looks stupid.
Yeah. Oh, it looks horrible.
Yeah.
Bad.
Why?
Yeah.
Why should we spend
why would you
money?
want that? No. Get out of here. All right. So we touched that. We did our Canadian obligation there.
Touch
right?
and go.
Touch and go.
That's
touch
it.
and go.
You're in, you're out.
Now here's one I want to get into because it started a couple days ago. It is a fiasco in itself, and it is the MMA. It is Jon Jones, UFC 232. He's fighting a gentleman named Alexander Gustafsson. They have fought before. It was one of the best fights of all time.
That's a
they
Swedish
say.
name, and you got it bang on.
Bang on.
And
I've
you
been
didn't even look at
practicing.
your paper.
I've been practicing
I was watching,
like
I'm
crazy.
I was expecting
What do you think I'm late for? I was practicing in the car.
I was expecting Gustafsson. Yeah, Alexander Gustafsson.
Yeah, exactly. So the reason I bring it up is this. A couple days ago, Jon Jones, who's been given not one, not two, not three, I think 4 times.
Who is he, Sharon Stone?
Who is this guy?
Yeah.
Who is this guy? Keeps coming back. He's got something on Dana White. He's got something on Dana White
He's
for
Sharon
sure.
Stone in Casino.
He is.
Dana White's De Niro's.
Exactly. He's just always
bringing
bringing him back and forth. And so you get Jones. He pisses hot again. There's some very, very tiny, minuscule, I don't know, metabolic steroid in his system. We're talking, it's so small. They say that if you had to give it like a, if you could look at it, it's the size of a grain of salt. That's how small it is. However, it came up on the testing, and Vegas, Nevada Commission said, sorry, that's one grain of salt too much for us. So they were about to cancel, or at least tell him to get lost. So Dana White says, no. So hold on. He calls California State, sports
the
agency,
Athletic Commission,
the
yeah.
Athletic Commission, says, how are you guys on this sort of thing? They said, sure, bring them over. So they changed the entire venue. This fight is supposed to happen Saturday. So in 3 days, in less than a week, they're moving the entire venue. Not just the one fight. The entire fight is going from Vegas to LA. My question is simply this, Dimitri. Is that the right thing to do? Or do you get rid of this guy and let the card continue?
It is the right thing to do on so many levels. So first and foremost, I want to credit Dana White for reacting fast.
Yeah.
The guy's got obligation to shareholders. The guy's got obligations to a lot of people to make money.
Right.
You know, it'd be easy for him to cancel the whole thing. Fighters wouldn't make money, the sponsorships, all this stuff. The UFC actually would have lost money because of the investment. So he gets to work on the late hours and says, hey, I need to make this happen. So 10 out of 10 for tenacity and just making sure that he delivers for the fans. So I want to credit him there.
Wait, you say for the fans. The fans that bought tickets in Vegas now, how are they going to get to LA? You think it's that easy during the New Year's Eve season to just dump that hotel and run to the other one?
I'm talking about on the pay-per-view side of things.
That's
okay,
one
you're
thing,
right.
but what about the actual event itself, the people that are attending the event?
They're going to do over 1 million buys compared to the 10,000 that are going to be in there. Cost of attrition.
Okay,
Cost of attrition.
I hear what you're
Mitch.
saying. I'll give you this. I like how you said
the show
Dana
must
White.
go on.
That Dana White did his job as the promoter.
Yeah.
That's his job. His job is, hey, I gotta get this fight seen, right?
Yeah.
I gotta get these two guys fighting each other because people aren't gonna buy this pay-per-view to watch the other fights. I don't even know who the other fights are.
I don't even know if there are any.
Yeah, but dude, to change the entire venue,
I love it.
I mean, it's unprecedented. It's to me, that's selfish. That's selfish for everybody else because now you're giving. Let me say this: you got Jon Jones who's pissed hot again, man. How many chances does this guy get, dude? If there's one thing that the UFC is good at and boxing and all that MMA sporting is you can actually call somebody and say, hey, dude, I know it's last minute, but this guy, he kind of went over his drug test again. Come in. And there is somebody that would have came into that fight. Now it might have not have been a big draw. It might not have been as good. But this, to me, if I'm Jon Jones, I'm going, I can do whatever I want.
Yeah.
Come on,
yeah,
man.
It's time. Look, on the ethical side, I agree with you. He should be suspended. Actually, in fact, he should never be allowed to fight again. But the MMA fans, I'm going to tell you, I've said it on this podcast time and time again. You are the younger brother to boxing. You are not as big as you think you are, and you need talent. At least in boxing, if this happened, they could get rid of the guy. And on top of it, they could actually have someone stand in because they have a superstar in every weight category. The UFC is premature. The UFC doesn't have it. And Dana White knows that he doesn't have the group of people that he should to make this sport even bigger and bigger. Look what's happened. Brock Lesnar fights whenever he feels like it and whenever he can.
Right.
I mean, he's got health issues and he's with the WWE, but the guy's going to fight once every few years now.
Yeah.
Huge box office draw, but you don't know when he's fighting. St. Pierre's retired. Anderson Silva is doing some kind of fight somewhere, but he should be retired. Okay. Conor McGregor is bigger than the sport itself, and now he could do whatever the hell he wants.
Right.
So they don't have, like, who's left? So Dana White's like, look, and all you MMA fans that are like, this is stupid and he should be, stop fooling yourselves. You need this. The sport needs this. And you have to let Jon Jones fight because you have nothing left. And so Dana White knows this. And he's like, I got to make this fight happen. No Jon Jones, Mitch. Name me 3 guys that are going to take this to the next level.
You know what? You got a great point. You're right. They don't the roster that they carry are good fighters, but they're not well known to everybody. You're
Exactly.
absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But at the same time, man, there's gotta come a time where they have to put their foot down because they look dumb now. See, there's 2 sides to this story, obviously. Let's go to the other side. What if they they're going to LA now. They're going to the Forum. They're going to fight there. What if it's empty? What if it's empty?
That's a risky.
That's what I'm saying. If it's empty, then Dana White, I guess, made a bad decision and he's going to lose money. But what if it's full? Who do you blame? I'm going to blame the people that actually keep buying the tickets to watch it. So if you're going to buy a ticket and it's full, then I don't want to see you on Twitter. I don't want to see you anywhere complaining about this. Now, if I'm Cormier, and you know I'm not a Cormier guy, and I don't think you are either, but Cormier right now, if I'm Cormier, I'm going, do I even have to fight this guy? Because let's actually,
how about their Twitter spat, hey?
Yeah, it's crazy. Let me go backwards real quick. If Jon Jones wins this fight, is it tainted?
There's an argument to be said.
If Gustafsson beats him up, is it tainted? See, this, to me, he can say, oh, I beat up a guy that was on it, I'm a MAGA. I lost to a guy that was on it. Oh, he's a MALAKA. Like, there's too many waves on this one.
If Jon Jones loses this fight, which in my opinion, I think he will, it's going to spell even more the end of his career because he's losing while on the juice.
Right.
You juice so you can win.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't juice to lose.
Yeah, that's right.
Right? So, look, I'm not surprised that they found this in his body. Let's be honest. The guy's been on a layoff. He's got to get his body back up to speed. And first of all, he's getting put in a marquee fight, a close fight that he won with a guy. Like, that was with a tough guy. This guy's tough.
Yeah.
Guys, Gustafsson's going to win.
Yeah, I think so too.
Okay, he's
more
gonna
ready.
kick the shit out of him.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I really don't see this going the distance, Mitch.
Now I got a question for you. Here's one. Do you think that this has become an issue because of what happened in the McGregor and Khabib fight? And follow me on this. We're talking, from what I understand, it's a grain of salt that they found in it, right?
Yeah.
And the Nevada Commission said, no, we can't let it happen. Do you think they would have actually cared had that fiasco not happened with McGregor and Khabib? I think they're so under the microscope, and they're like by other maybe organizations going, you guys are basically letting anything happen, blah blah blah. I think if that Khabib and McGregor fiasco doesn't happen, this goes through.
Do you want to know what I think it is?
Sure.
I think what it is that when Chuck Liddell and Tito Ortiz fought, and Dana White was blasting Oscar De La Hoya, he turned around and said, I can't even believe that the Nevada State Athletic Commission let these old guys fight. Yeah. Shame on them. And I agree with him. I agree with him. But now the Nevada State Athletic Commission is saying, well, you know what? You're right, Dana. Maybe we shouldn't let people fight if there's a shred of a doubt or whatever.
That's a good point.
So the Nevada State Athletic Commission went full Greek on these guys.
Yeah.
Spite move.
Because
we're the masters of spite.
Oh, absolutely.
We're the masters of spite.
100%.
So yeah, this was totally You want to play?
Yeah.
You're like, who do you think you are? We're the Vince McMahon of state commission.
Yeah.
Of athletic state commission. So no, I'm sorry, Dana. You're right. We found a grain of salt. That's one grain too much, as you said earlier.
It's crazy, man. Like
spite move.
It was. You're absolutely right. That's exactly what it was. That's amazing. I love that.
And going back to Mitch, I get it. And MMA will get to that point. They just, unfortunately, this is a very much the UFC needs the fighters more than the fighters need the UFC.
Right.
right? I mean, yeah, I get it's the place where you get paid and the benefits are good and all that, but the UFC is struggling and they don't have, like, Conor McGregor had to win that fight with Khabib.
Yeah, it's true.
But he didn't. And now you have their quote unquote one of greatest ever who lost.
No, you make a good point. I don't know. I ever since you brought it up, and I mean I knew it, but you kind of just got it into my head now. You're right. They don't have a lot of superstars or ones that are not, or they have a few, but not everyone knows who they are.
Factor.
Yeah, that's right. You're
not
absolutely
the it factor, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, at least back in the day, they had 3 or 4 people. Even like when Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, and Couture were fighting.
Sure,
you had those guys, and you know, like look, but I also think the MMA fan is fooling themselves as well. And all of you that are saying that he should be suspended, if you're a real MMA fan, stop it. Because you know that you want to watch this fight no matter what this weekend.
See, I hate to say it. I told you a couple weeks ago, especially with the boxing, I'm not going to buy the pay-per-view. I ain't buying the pay-per-view for this for sure. But I'd be lying if I said I'm not interested to see
how it ends
how it'll end up. Exactly.
And Jon Jones, in my opinion, is the best UFC fighter ever.
Oh, really?
I put him I think he's
aggressive.
I think he's pound for pound the best. The guy's when he's on, he's on.
Well, yeah. I mean,
what's Cormier whining about too? Cormier should take steroids.
He should take steroids.
Like, first of all, Cormier, like, you actually look like a janitor.
Yeah.
He looks like a janitor. It's crazy to me.
To me, he looks like that guy that didn't make it all the way, and then he did.
There are like 19 different people in our Greek community church that I look and say, well, there's Cormier's body type.
Oh, yeah. We are full of Cormiers.
And they're over the age of 60 and sitting near the front pews.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you can't do that.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Listen,
crazy,
Cormier should watch what he says. You're right, because I think Gustafsson could bust his face. I don't know. That's my opinion. But
who does Cormier?
I don't know, but but you have to give him. You know what? Good for him for not like lying down. He's getting in there. He's trying to stir it up a little bit with the guy.
He cried after he lost.
Yeah, I know.
He cried.
Well, listen, man, he's that passionate about it. I get it. I hear you. I got it. I get it.
You don't cry.
There's no crying in MMA. Now,
you know what that reminds me of when he cried? Do you remember in Sopranos?
Yeah.
When Johnny Sack, remember he was arrested from the FBI?
Yeah, of course.
He's at his daughter's wedding, and then they arrest him, and he starts crying, and Phil Leotardo is like, you don't cry in this thing of ours.
Oh, it's amazing. Right? That's some good stuff there. Now, you said something about MMA and the faces and the publicity they do. Yeah. Well, let's jump into the NBA. I want to talk about it really quickly because I want to give it to the NBA. You know, Christmas Day comes around, everyone's with their families, you open the presents, but then you're waiting to have dinner or you're waiting to do something. And you know what? All sports has basically shut down that day because there's not a lot going on, except the NBA has decided and said, you know what? We're going to take opportunity here.
Yep.
From morning to right to the end, especially on the West Coast, there was, I think, 5 or 6 basketball games played that night. The Milwaukee Bucks, the Knicks, Golden State and LA, great game. Houston, Oklahoma, Portland and Utah played, and there was another one in there somewhere, I can't remember. Oh, Philly and Boston played. And it took up the whole day. And you know what I loved about it? That exactly to your point, where the MMA doesn't have those big stars or they're not getting them out there enough, the NBA does the brilliant thing. No one's doing anything on Christmas Day. You're sitting at home. So if you're a hardcore NBA fan, wow, did you have your heaven on earth that day. And if you're not, guess what? And I mean, my family, we like our NBA, me, my brother, a couple of even my dad, we were watching. We sat there and watched a lot of it.
Well, and they do a good job of putting marquee games.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not how the schedule falls. They purposely do it, and they seem to get it right every year. The obvious ones are there.
Yeah.
But with the big market teams, but it seems like they get these mini rivalries correct on Christmas Day.
Exactly.
For the fan. Yeah, they do a great job. I mean, you have to capitalize on these things. I mean, the NFL took Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
that's theirs.
Exactly.
Basketball says, we're not competing here. We're going to take Christmas. And the NHL says, fine, we're going to take New Year's Day.
Sure, but the NHL does, and that's kind of where my point was going to go. NHL should take advantage. I mean, look, they're 4 out of 4, right? Out of the major league sports. And in regards to publicity. They should try to get an NHL game there on Christmas Day. I'm telling you, the people are at home. They're gonna watch. There's nothing else to do. I'm telling you, outside of having Christmas dinner, it's in the background. Just the ratings alone will get you notified and going forward.
Absolutely.
All right. I just wanted to throw that out there. I think the NFL has done exactly what you said. Thanksgiving was amazing. NBA is doing a fantastic job. I would like to see the NHL do a little bit more because New Year's Day is a little bit different. Don't get me wrong, but those outdoor games, I'm not a big fan of them anymore. I'm gonna be honest.
On the NBA, I want to take a little segment that
Sure.
you threw on us last week.
Sure.
In fact, it was the title of our episode last week.
Right.
The NBA as a whole this year.
Yeah.
Respected or expected?
Oh, I'm starting to respect it a little bit more now. I expect it to always do well, but it is getting bigger and bigger, and it's staying strong. That's the thing that I didn't think it was going to be able to compete with the NFL, but it is. With all these little things going on in the NFL, the CTE, is
Yeah,
that it?
CTE,
The CTE and all that. Basketball is growing, and it's starting to grab. It's starting to grab, and it's holding on to.
I got to say the same thing. Respected. It seems like it's getting a little bit bigger, and the league itself. What I like is there's a breath of fresh air in the league that there's more than just one or two competitors.
Yeah, exactly.
They're
a lot of parity.
doing
Yeah,
a really
lot of
good
parity.
job. So
Exactly.
yeah, I like it.
Beautiful. Way to go, NBA.
Mitch, let's get into
Let's
it.
do it. Let's do this.
This is our
This is
it-
our thing.
It's our
this
little
is our
baby.
thing. Now listen.
Yeah.
I'm speaking to a champion, and you, sir, are speaking to a champion. Ladies and gentlemen, 2018 brought a lot of stuff. Me getting married. Me getting married is a big one. The podcast is doing great. But more importantly than both those things is I won my fantasy handily, I might add. Handily.
Unbelievable.
From start to finish, I destroyed everybody.
And
it was
it's
over.
Not like you kept the same team the whole way.
No.
You made moves. You
I
made
was changing.
deals. You went to the roster. You went to the waiver. You went to here. You went to there. Taking criticism along the way.
Exactly.
Mitch, let me tell you something.
Sure.
I felt that this was a win for the entire roster.
I think so too.
And so
Roster, I
we
did this on your behalf.
We salute you, Mitch.
Thank you so much.
And I'm a two-time champion in this
Exactly,
league.
exactly.
And it made me feel proud.
I'm proud to be sitting next to you, sir.
Champion.
Champion.
That's right.
Now-
So let me tell you something.
Sure.
I was looking at it. I said, in this league, there's only been really, I think you're only the fourth champion.
Right.
I've won it twice.
Right.
Jimmy Tsakalakis, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
He's a two-time
Two-time
champion.
winner.
Okay? Your name's Mitch,
Now-
but really it's Dimitri.
It's Dimitri as well.
One-time winner.
One-time
We
winner.
got Mike Harps. He's
Yeah.
a one-time winner as
That's
well.
right.
Congratulations. But
What is a harp? I destroyed that guy. It wasn't even
What
close.
does that even
What
do?
was that?
What is that? First of all, there's only
But congratulations on being on part of this side of the equation.
Yeah, at least you're on this side of the couch. But crooked commissioner Dimitri.
Isn't that the truth?
He's the crooked commissioner.
Didn't even call me to congratulate me. Nothing.
What?
Nothing.
On your win.
Nothing on my way.
Did you get the money yet?
Didn't get the money.
You don't even have the money?
I didn't even get my edible arrangements. I thought I was gonna get something from this guy.
So whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, he's bitter.
He's bit.
Because
Oh,
he's the
he's
only
very
Dimitri.
bitter.
He's the only Dimitri
Yeah.
that hasn't won. And it's his own.
It's his own league.
his own league.
He's pretty upset.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's unbelievable.
I was a little disgusted myself.
So he doesn't call you.
Doesn't call me. I even sent out the text to you, my brother, Pete Rallios out there, just to say, hey guys, I won. Congratulations. I'm joking around and stuff. Nothing.
Radio
Nothing
silent.
Back. Radio silent.
Yeah, because he's crooked commish.
he's crooked commish.
He does shady deals.
Yep.
I came in last place
Yeah.
because I auto drafted, and for some reason
Right.
I couldn't pick my team at all, and it logged me out.
Right.
Crooked commish.
Crooked
because I'm a
commish.
champ.
Yeah.
He got mad at that.
That's right.
He got mad, and I wrestling promoted him too.
You sure did.
Mitch, congratulations.
Thank
now,
you
I gotta
so
say,
much.
it's fantasy
Thank you so much.
football.
Yeah.
But doesn't it feel so good?
I kid you not.
To win fantasy football?
I swear to God, I actually took a moment and I enjoyed it. I said to myself, you know what? That was fun. That was great. But when you win it, damn, it feels good.
It's funny. You can have a sports like ticket or win a bet.
Yeah.
Put a parlay on a Sunday night, or you're like, oh, nice, I nailed it. Win a few $100,000, whatever.
It's
fantasy football,
Yeah.
for some reason,
It's because you're up against other guys that know what they're doing, and
and it's hard work.
Oh yeah,
You got to
It's
wake
all-
up in time. You got to keep up on the news.
That's
you got
right.
to understand the game.
Yep.
And you got to have luck.
Yeah, 100%. The luck really does play a 50-50.
You gotta
it's 50
have luck.
luck, and the other 50 is all that other stuff.
Yeah, you got to have luck. Well, I want to throw out another congratulations.
Sure.
and that's to roster member, TNG Mob Squad
Yeah.
member, Tasso.
He won too.
He won not only any fantasy football pool, but the one he created. So he's the first commissioner,
Wow.
in my books, to actually finally win
Yeah.
their own pool. And
Beautiful.
he did it this year.
I love it.
Yeah.
Listen, we're going to run into this. Right now, you know what's not crooked is the NFL. Because we're going into week 17, final week of the year, and there are games to be had that need to be done so
Yeah.
that people can get in. It's crazy what's happening.
That's right.
So let's really run down. AFC, you got KC, New England are in for sure. Houston's in. The Chargers are in, and then it comes down to the Colts and Titans. They're playing on Sunday night. Winner gets in, and then also Baltimore has to kind of basically win to win their division and get in, and then some other things. But basically, Baltimore's in, and Pittsburgh needs a lot of help to get in. So very, very crazy finish.
And this was a team,
Yeah.
the Pittsburgh Steelers, 3 weeks ago, that everyone across the board
exactly.
was saying, watch out.
Watch
This
out.
is a Super Bowl winning team.
Exactly.
And now look.
and they really need some help. And then in the NFC, you got the New Orleans, they're in. You got LA Ram Illuminati, they're in. The Bears are in.
They're in.
They're in.
They're
Dallas is in. And may I also say, I told you so. The first ever, I brought it back. Seattle, ladies and gentlemen, is in. I told you at the beginning of the year, you watch out for Seattle and that punting crew, and they are now legit in. And then finally, it's the Vikings and the Eagles. Who's going to make it? We're going to tell you in a few seconds. Listen, last week you said to me, Mitch, you need to pick. You need to make the picks or we're going to do something. I said, let me take on my cousin. I want a piece of this action. I want to take down cousin Jim in the pick'em segment, right?
Yeah.
What a demolishment I put on this guy. What a demolishment.
That guy's going to have to up his chicken wing to 50 cents.
He called me in the second half of the second game of the 2:00 games. He calls me, he goes, please, sir, please, mercy, sir. Mercy.
He asked for the mercy rule.
He asked for mercy. I said, no. This is for all the orange pucks you shot at me when we were growing up. No. I destroyed them. It's over. It's done. So now it's tied. It's tied. We're dying. The roster versus Mitch and Dimitri is tied. So what do you want to do this week? What do you want to do?
Well, we said if you win, you would roll it over.
That's right. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, I don't know. I guess it would have to depend on the opponent. I don't know.
The opponent, ladies and gentlemen, is no other than also two-time champion. Big Data, you are live on Real Locker Room Talk.
Whoa!
Big Data also won his two.
Thanks for having me.
We love it. You're also two-time champion this year alone in fantasy. So, roster, I didn't give you some loser. I gave you guys a champion versus a champion versus a champion. This is better than any WW matchup you could possibly ever get.
This is the winner's circle
This
right
is the
here.
winner's circle.
And Big Data's on
And
the
Big
deck.
Data, it's Big Data versus us for the final. Week 17, we win the pick'em segment against the roster. Data wins, he wins it for the roster.
It comes down to this.
It's coming down to this week.
You know something, Big Data? This could help your loofah run. This
is big.
This is big, even just for a golden.
Is this
loofah.
considered a live? Like he's live technically.
Yeah, he's live.
So this
Yeah.
is his fourth appearance then.
3.5.
3.5. Yeah, let's give him 3.5.
3.5. If it was on a
3.5.
video call, like if we, what do you call that? What's iPhone got?
Yeah. Oh, Skype.
FaceTime.
Yeah, FaceTime or Skype.
If it was FaceTime,
right, then it'd be different.
then it's different.
Fair
then
enough.
it counts.
Then it counts as
because
a
we're in
full.
a digital age.
Let's have a whole episode about episode 42, okay?
Oh no, he's still upset about 42 not being uploaded.
You know something? He had one job.
It was my fault. I take responsibility.
No, but he
I feel
had
horrible.
one job.
But you guys
that's
know
it.
how I am. Look, I'm late today. Lamp, I was late for the podcast today. Jeff's upset. Everyone's upset. There's a lot of stuff going on right
hear
now.
the intro.
So-
but I'll tell you who's going to be the most upset.
Yeah.
is the roster.
The roster
for you, Big Data, ruining it.
So
for
now
them.
I called upon Big Data earlier, and I
Okay.
said, "Can you send me your picks?" Big Data, we have 5 different games that are different. All right, here we go. What we got is every other game we got basically the same, but
Okay.
5 differences. So there is going to be a winner, unless there's somehow a tie in these games. But it's going to be a winner.
and a tie equals 3.
The first one
Just ask Daniel.
is the Dolphins versus the Bills. I took the Bills. Big Data took the Dolphins.
what? I see where you're going with that, but it's
In the second game,
I don't know.
there was the Panthers versus the Saints. Big Data, using all his analytics, took the Panthers. I took the Saints.
Wrong move. That's where you...
Rookie move.
Rookie move. You can't go on statistics on everything. Sometimes you got to feel it.
You can't go on
Sometimes you got to feel it, you know?
Then in the same division, the Falcons versus the Bucks, who do you think Big Data took?
I think he took the Bucks.
He did take the Bucks, and I took the Falcons.
Smart.
That's it.
Why we're
That's
winners.
why we're going to win this. And then in the five-star pick of the week, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Lamp decided to go against all odds, and he thinks the Browns are going to wreck it for the Ravens. No. It's the Ravens that are going to easily take this game, Lampy. It's over, Big Data. All your analytics go down the toilet. You just lost it because the 5-star comes with extra value. Sorry, buddy. That's just the way it's going to be.
Unbelievable.
Then...
Nick Chubb to the Greek Westside Fantasy League Championship. I will not bet against Nick Chubb. Nick Chubb is a champion.
Labrador, the only Chubb that's kicking around right now is the one in Mitch and mine's pants,
It's
already
unreal.
knowing that we're going to beat you.
And then in the final game, the 6 o'clock game, the game that determines who's going to make the playoffs, Colts, Titans, Lampy,
He took Titans, didn't he?
he took the Titans.
Oh, bad move.
And me, I took the Colts.
And you know what? This, my friend, is where your luck runs out, but not for us. And you know what I'm willing to do on this?
What are you doing?
Jeff, cue my music.
Oh, my God.
Because when it comes to Sunday night, when it comes to upsets, to win a fantasy, you need to have a little luck on your side.
Absolutely.
Well, luckily, we got luck on our side in the name of Andrew, because the Colts are the money-making matchup of the week.
Done and done. Lampy, we thank you. Straight from Ottawa. He's in Ottawa. He answered his phone call.
He's in the nation's capital?
Yeah, can you do us a favor? Go over and talk to Trudeau for a couple of minutes. Just a couple of minutes.
He's on my speed dial. I'll talk to him tonight.
Please. Say, so Happy New Year, Merry Christmas from us to you and your family. We wish you the best, my friend.
All
And
the best, guys. Go roster.
go roster. Yeah, you're going to need it, buddy.
Yeah, Labrador, thank you very much again. Merry Christmas. Didn't talk to you, but Happy New Year as well. Are you spending New Year's in Ottawa?
I sure am. I'll be at the Ottawa Greek Community Center celebrating New Year's.
Very nice. Well, I'll tell you what, you're going to have to, we'll upload this episode as soon as we can because you're going to want to listen to MAGA MALAKA Greek community style.
That's right.
We got a little portion in there.
a little
So
something.
we'll get it before New Year's to have you prepared.
You're the best, Lampy. Talk to you soon.
I'll try to get the DJ to play Manga Malaka.
That'd be
Amazing.
See you, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
What?
All the best, guys.
Boom.
So,
There it
comes
is.
down to that, the
That's it.
roster.
Do you have anything for Sportsfolio?
This week, no, I didn't pick anything for Sportsfolio, Mitch. It was a light week for me, and I'm afraid of week 17. I don't want to touch it. This is why nobody does fantasy football finals in week 17, and if you do, slap yourself in the face. And this is why I don't touch it. Maybe this is my Sportsfolio. Don't touch NFL week 17.
I'm going to do the roster a favor. I'm jumping in.
No.
I'm hot right now, baby. I'm hot. Let's go. You take the Jags. The Jags game, take the over. It's 40 points. Browns +6 against the Ravens. I think the Ravens will still win that game, but the Browns will cover. Take
like that.
the Bengals +14.5 against the Steelers. Right now, there's too much pressure on the Steelers. 14.5. Steelers will win, but not by 14.5. Redskins, take the 6.5 against Philly. Philly, again, they need to win this. I think Philly wins it, but by not at 6.5, not in Washington. And then finally, I just want to say this. Bears, listen, I don't ask for a lot. Okay? You're playing the Vikings this weekend. Please beat them. We don't like the Vikings. We never have. I know the Bears are not your team either.
I hate them so
but
much.
I don't want to see. Look, the Bears are already juiced in. They're in. We don't need the Vikings getting in.
Can we just not call PH in the new year and make fun of him for the Vikings? That's all we want to do.
But I just need it. And then finally, we gave you last week. I told you take Alabama to cover, and I told you take Notre Dame to cover. And then finally, in the Fiesta Bowl, it's the hottest team the last 2 years. It's UCF. They are taking on LSU. This team has not lost a game in 2 years, and they're getting 7.5. You take it, and not only are they going to win, my prediction, they're going to kick the crap out of LSU. That's how bad they want to show the world that they're for real.
I like that.
There we go. So, right on time, Jeff. MAGA Malaka. Here we go. MAGA Malaka this week is this. We got New Year's resolution, but we have a community that we love and we cherish, and that's how we met. That's how we're everything.
It's really
where this all
it's a
kind
big
of
thing.
started in the back,
Camaraderie, if you will.
Yeah, exactly.
During Easter time,
Exactly.
in the back halls where Mitch and I were talking about how to formulate the podcast.
Right, exactly.
And they were saying something about Jesus in the front, but we had business.
But JC obviously wanted us to be together and put us together. in the
Divine
back.
inspiration.
Exactly. So every year we have a community party, but not just that. We have a beautiful community, but there are a lot of things going on.
Moving parts
that we want to help because New Year's is about change, right? It's about change.
Positive change.
Making better choices.
That's right.
So we're here to give you some insight into if you're not sure, we're going to help you move that along.
So we're going to start out with just some, few generic New Year's resolutions,
Sure.
things that are on the top of all of our heads that
Exactly.
we like to do, whether they're MAGA or Malaka.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go through and really help give back to the community.
Yeah. So New Year's resolutions for our friends and family of the Greek community. Here we go. You ready?
Here we go.
Here we go. Jeff, you ready?
And just
Oh, yeah.
And these may or may not be specific to people we know.
Yeah. Let's start with an easy one. Everyone's favorite: losing weight or getting a gym membership.
That's MAGA.
That's a MAGA.
Yeah, it's great to have that goal, and I encourage everyone to do so. So what if you're going to cancel it 6 months later?
6 months. Most people go for the first 2 weeks and then it's
Yeah, but they don't
completely dead.
cancel it until
They don't
6
ca-
months. They
I
just let
see.
the money
They just let
ride,
the
and they're
money
like,
ride.
I should
Sure.
probably. Yeah.
Jeff, losing weight for New Year's?
Oh, just go outside. Just go outside. Go for a walk.
Go
Go
for a
for a
walk.
hike. Go snowboarding. Just,
There it is.
my resolution is just to get some exercise every day.
But you
I'm
look
just
good,
gonna-
Jeff. You look good.
Because I get exercise every day.
Calling us fat.
So it's a
We come in with tidbits.
MAGA move. Is the
But it's
losing the weight.
totally a MAGA move.
Jeff has
MAGA
a
MAGA
kale
move.
salad. We got
I'm just-
Timbits.
I'm just not down with the gym so much. I like to go outside.
Fair enough.
Let's just go right to I'm going right for the jugular. Because I was late, I'm not going to hold this up.
Fair
very
enough.
long, all right? How about getting a job and leaving your mom's basement? MAGA or MAGA move for our community?
That's definitely a MAGA move. It's about time.
I don't know. I'm going to tell you this. Listen.
Hold on. What's the age? At what age? At what age?
I'd say if you're 35 and you're still living at your mom's,
You gotta go.
listen, you gotta go.
I'll accept 30.
My brother worked until he was 37. I was like,
Oh, we
amazed.
got people in our community that are well in their 40s, Jeff. Well into their 40s.
Well into their 40s, yeah. I mean, hey, look, I'm helping my parents out. No, the house isn't under your name. You're not helping anyone out. You're a burden for crying out loud. 'cause you're still letting them buy groceries.
It's crazy.
Get out.
Leave. What are you doing there?
Stop it.
And for any, my next question is...
Rents have gone
are
down.
if they're on Tinder and they're dating anyone, how do you
Oh
bring
my
anyone
God.
home?
Hey, babe, we got to go to your place. Why? Mine's under renovation. Mine's under renovation.
That line in our community has been for years. Been in use. For years.
It came to a point as we got older where it's like, we got to go to your place. Why? Because my mom will actually kill you.
That's amazing. All right, here's another one. Not relying on your parents for income. MAGA move or Malaka move? I would jump on this one. The way I look at it is
MAGA.
move out, but let them pay for your rent or your mortgage.
Yeah.
I don't see the wrong in that.
But you got to leverage yourself properly. Be like, I want to move out, Ma. Except you have to pay for it. Where am I going to find the money?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
It's just getting later. Like, she's going to be in her 90s, pushing 100. Who's going to be looking after her, changing her diapers? I mean, that's
true,
too.
If you can score that.
It won't be the kid because they'll be like, well, I don't have time. I got to pay a mortgage, Ma.
All right, taking that
That's
one.
bad.
Let's say you do decide to move out. How far is the radius within 5 kilometers, 1 block, or 1 house away?
I think if it's within 3 kilometers,
Yeah.
you really don't want to move out.
No one wants to move.
You don't
away.
really. You want all the amenities of the hotel,
Right.
But you just want to stay in the next resort over. You know what it is? It's like going to Mexico on an
Right.
all-inclusive.
Right.
You don't want to buy the expensive wristband, but you're going to be part of those hotels. It's like 5 hotels in one,
Yeah.
so you'll get the really cheap silver wristband. But you really want to go to the main hotel,
Right.
No, fork it up. Get Get the platinum band.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Exactly.
Move further than 3 kilometers.
Now, Jeff, another thing that keeps coming up in our community is you try to put people on blind dates. You try to, or our friends, not just our community, but
The
friends.
hookup, eh?
You're like, hey, what about this person? And what's the first thing they say? Well, it's a loser. No, I don't like that person. What is it? I want my New Year's resolution for you people. MAGA move is just go on the date. Just go on the date. Let mom and dad pay for it. Mom and dad.
Look, you gotta go on those dates. And let me tell you something. Oh, mom, leave me alone. Or mom, leave me alone. Don't hook up. Well, you've been doing something wrong because you can't score yourself.
That's right.
And you should be embarrassed that it takes your parents to hook you up with someone else. Take the advice, okay?
That's what I'm thinking.
It's like wearing the same shirt over and over again. Sometimes you got to get someone to buy it for you.
I don't know what's going on
Oh,
here.
yeah. No, my dad has a pair of shorts like that.
So we've decided on moving out
Yep. Blind dates
by
are okay.
getting your parents to pay for you moving out, right?
That's right.
What about when it comes to food, like learning how to cook? MAGA or MALAKA move?
Yeah, MAGA
gotta
move.
learn,
MAGA
right?
move.
You gotta learn.
Hey, man,
That's-
it's it pays dividends later. You don't realize it, but when you are on your own, you start to appreciate the work that got put in to give you all these great meals.
That's it. That's true
it.
too.
You know, on
That's
a
it.
cultural standpoint,
Yeah.
you got to learn this stuff. Otherwise, it's going to get lost.
Yeah, very true. Very true. Jeff, you know what? I don't have that much on here. I'll be honest. I basically gave you the bread and butters of them all. I gave you the good ones. The other ones, are kind of normal ones going forward. Dimitri, let's finish off the podcast like this. What's your New Year's resolution?
Whew, my, you know what? I don't know if I even.
Are you gonna move out?
Nice try, Mitch. I have moved out on my own for over 5 years now, and I don't know if you're allowed to talk to me like that. How about you? You're gonna grow a set of balls this year?
Hell no, no. Why? I just got them taken off. Why would I add them again?
Did you get roasted after hockey a couple weeks ago?
Oh, I heard.
Some of the guys.
Don't you worry.
yeah.
I heard. I will take it. My New Year's resolution.
No. What's yours? I don't know. I didn't think of one. What's yours?
Okay, my New Year's resolution, honest to God, it might sound tacky, it might sound corny, but guys, I'm going to give you this. As I got older, I'm easily the oldest guy on the roster, I think. Maybe Big Data's technically the oldest, but this is it. Health and happiness. Money is great. I love making money. It's exciting to make money, but guys, you're nothing without your health and happiness. Enjoy 2019. Be smart. Go out, work out. Go outside like Jeff says, but be good to yourself. Be good to your family. And that's my New Year's resolution. It's not so much a resolution. I just want it to be part of my lifestyle going forward.
I got one. My New Year's resolution is productivity.
Yeah.
Yeah, time management and productivity. Just really being efficiency, actually.
Efficiency.
Yeah, just
I
being
like it.
really efficient with all that stuff.
Jeff?
I'm the opposite. I just want to waste as much time as possible, but in the funnest possible way. No, I think I kind of told you what one of my resolutions is. I'm just going to try to exercise and, like you said, stay healthy. It doesn't mean anything without your health.
That's right.
It's
Isn't
just
that
no
the
good,
truth?
Exactly.
And happiness is a big part of having good health. And I think my other New Year's resolution is I'm just going to try to be kind to people.
Yeah,
As,
you've been a
as
real dick
Oswald
lately.
Patton said,
Just kidding.
be kind to people. It's chaos out there.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, good. Yeah, that's a great point. Well, you know what? You touched on the right one. Both of you did, and that is health. Without health, not to get too sappy here, but without health, you don't have much. And I'll tell you what has been really healthy: the roster, the podcast, another New Year's under the belt. Call it. I mean, we just hit the episode 63 mark, but thank you to everybody who has helped make Real Locker Room Talk the podcast that it is, and this community that it is inside. I mean, not everyone listens to the podcast, but some people are just really active on the social media channel, and we just want to know that we appreciate all the efforts
Thank you very much.
that are out there. So
We love you guys. 2019 is going to be great. Jeff is on fire. Dimitri, you're on fire. I'm late. That's just the way it is.
This podcast rocks.
we're all on fire. And we
it.
got some big plans coming because right now, Mitch and I are having a team meeting.
That's right.
We're going to map it all out. Real Locker Room Talk has some big things planned for it, and we can't be more excited about it. So we got some great things in the works. We're going to help grow it. And a lot of the people that were there from day one helping us grow, we got some big plans for you. Already know kind of what we're talking about, but we can't wait to get there.
That's
Jeff,
it.
cue the
Happy
music.
New Year.
We're out of here.
Sound us off. I just want to say a big thank you once again to the greatest studio of all time. That's Alchemy Studio. You can find it at alchemystudio.ca. And of course, the Alberta Recording Studio. Talk to Jeff if you want to learn this business the right way.
That's right.
Macromindmedia.com. At Headversity. Hashtag AskDrRT. Agape Greek Radio. Stan the Man. Twice in one podcast now. Everyone, thank you once again. Thank you to the roster. Thank you to the channels. Follow us. RealLockerRoomTalk.com. At Mitch and Dimitri. And I'll tell you what won't be late. Not for the new year.
No.
Well, maybe. We'll see how
Maybe,
it
I
goes.
doubt it.
But regardless.
Hey, and aren't we on the Rawcast coming up?
Yes, we're just getting confirmation. New Year's Eve, Rawcast, Mitch, Dimitri. At the Rawcast with Lacey and Tina's show. Last one was electric. This one's going to be, actually, it's going to be really hot. Last one was super hot. This
Real
one,
hot.
we might get naked on this one.
Whoa, I don't know.
But I know we got to get naked now because we do
That's
have
it.
to hit the shower.
See you later. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.